everyone. We are so excited to be with you this evening for the British Chamber of Commerce Singapore's 5th annual diversity photography competition. Last year, we were very excited and a little bit nervous to be hosting this event for the first time virtually. But it was such a fantastic evening that we're back with our partners, Asia Works, to be making this evening even more fun. I'm Daisy and I'll be your host tonight, but you'll be hearing from many special guests throughout the next hour. This year's competition saw scores of photographers submit hundreds of photos that celebrate diversity in such a fantastic way. I was lucky enough to be part of the shortlisting panel, and I can tell you it was a really tough job. These photos are fantastic. Before we get into the excitement of this evening, it's worth just taking a moment to reflect on this past year. It's been a year of change and uncertainty, but core societal issues have been discussed widely and deeply. It's never been such an exciting time to be part of the diversity and inclusion mission and committees. That's why I want to quickly cut to our amazing finalists and a warm thank you and welcome for committing and to contributing to diversity and inclusion in such a fantastic way. So can I all trouble you for a big wave? You can see lots of family members. Hi everyone, hi. Yeah, just thank you. And this evening is really about celebrating what you've managed to give us through your amazing photography talents. We'll be hearing, as I said, with lots of many special guests. We'll be hearing from Andrew Ashman, Barclays, who's the Chamber's Diversity and Inclusion Partner, and also from Rob at Swire, I knew I was going to do that, Swire Bulk, who have been so kind in sponsoring tonight's fantastic prizes. A big thank you to both organisations for this evening and for their continued commitment to diversity and inclusion. I'm now going to pass you over to Andrew Ashman from Barclays, who also chairs the D&I Chambers Committee. Hi, Andrew.
Hi, Daisy. Thanks for the intro. I'm delighted to join you for today's photo competition. This event really is one of my personal highlights of the D&I calendar. I always think it's fantastic to see how many different interpretations there are and positive examples there are of diversity across our community. So I'm really pleased to be welcoming you all to this evening's event. Now, diversity and inclusion is a critical element for our business at Barclays. What we've found is that diverse teams better represent our stakeholders. We bring better decisions to decision-making, risk-taking, and creating solutions for our clients. So ultimately, it's really important to us because it drives commercial success and financial performance. But we also recognize there's a huge amount of work to do, and that pace needs to change. And it's through events such as this that driving change and pushing for improvements is coming about. So my message to all of today's finalists is that you should be very proud to be part of the part you've played in driving change to improve diversity and inclusion across the business community in Singapore. At Barclays, we're delighted to be supporting this event. I'd like to wish all the finalists the best of luck, and can't wait to see those entries. So on that note, we're going to show a short video of some of the work we're doing at Barclays to drive the diversity and inclusion mission.
now going down.
By creating an inclusive culture, we enable colleagues to feel respected, involved, valued and connected every day.
It only takes a few small actions to create an inclusive culture where everyone feels included.
Well, thanks, Andrew. What a great video. Such a pandemic-esque way to celebrate diversity across the world. It's really brilliant to see such large corporations such as Barclays put D&I really front and centre of their human resource policies. It sets a fantastic example for other companies, but really for all of us in society at large. Thank you so much, and thank you, Barclays. Now I'm going to pass over to Rob, who's the General Manager for Squire Bulk. And you're the kind sponsors of tonight's prizes, Rob. Over to you.
Thank you very much. First of all, we at Squire Bulk are very honoured to be involved in this event. And I'd like to say a big thank you to Simon Bennett, Head of Sustainability for the Squire Group here in Asia, for promoting this opportunity to us to participate. It's also been amazing to look behind the scenes of the 5th British Chamber of Commerce Celebrating Diversity photo competition. But most of all, I was really impressed with the entrants, some very inspiring photos. I'd just like to say a couple of comments about Squire Bulk. We're 100% owned by John Swire & Sons, which dates back to 1816, has a rich history back in the UK, but also in Asia. Our chairman is Sam Swire, who's 6th generation of the Swire family. And globally, the Swire Group have got 140,000 employees where we're actively looking to promote diversity across all of the global businesses. Specifically, Squire Bulk has just become an independent company headquartered in Singapore. We have 130 employees across 9 global offices with 30 different nationalities. Shipping itself presents diversity challenges both onshore and offshore, and these challenges have only been exacerbated by the impact of COVID. We've seen now it's been a lot more prevalent in the news, the challenges with crew changes, with getting people to and from the ships, and also in events such as the MV Ever Given blocking the Suez Canal, which really highlight the importance of shipping to the global supply chain. But from Squire Bulk, really for us in our new beginning, in our first year as an independent company, we really are very proud to be a sponsor of this event. And we look forward to a lot more active participation in years to come. So thank you very much, and really good luck to the finalists.
Much, Rob. Yeah, as you mentioned, Squire Bulk have been a key part of the Diversity and Inclusion Committee at the British Chamber of Commerce, and your colleague Simon always comes with such interesting takes on how we can not just improve, in working life, but improve in day-to-day life. So thank you so much for allowing him to enrich our committee, but also for tonight's prizes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Daisy.
We're now excited to be showing a video created by AsiaWorks featuring this year's very talented finalists. Wow. Thank you so much to everyone that entered. I mentioned I was part of the panel that came up with the shortlist, and it was just so difficult, and you can see why. It's amazing how powerful a single frame can be. I've now got the great honour to introduce Her Excellency Cara Owen, British High Commissioner to Singapore. I know firsthand how Cara is a staunch champion of diversity and organisational development. Hi, Cara.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi.
Good to be back.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say this is our second year working together at this competition. I was wondering if you could just share with us what's brought you back, what really inspires you about this competition and diversity and inclusion, at large in your role.
So I think what's brilliant about this competition is it combines some really kind of important messages and powerful points wrapped up in the fun of celebrating art. And I agree with you, it's really hard to make a choice on who are the winners because everybody has taken a slightly different take on diversity. There is diversity within the diversity of what we've got in the photographs. I think when I have my meetings with the British Chamber, I am really proud that diversity and inclusion runs right through everything the Chamber does. You think about it really, really carefully, and every member does as well. And you can see even with the sponsors that we have on today, Barclays and Swire Bulk, they're in really different industries and sectors, if you like, but both of them are thinking really hard about diversity and inclusion. For me, diversity and inclusion is a really positive agenda to be involved in, not only because it can actually help and support individuals, but I truly believe absolutely that it's only if we have completely inclusive societies and organisations are we really going to find out the true power of what we can do together. And we think about that all the time at the British High Commission. We think about it, how can we make sure that we recruit the most diverse colleagues we possibly can? How do we make sure our culture always feels really diverse and inclusive? So it's a bit of a no-brainer for the High Commission to be involved in this event. And I think as you've seen through that small video that you've shown showing the finalists, diversity means an awful lot of different things, and it can be beautifully expressed just in a single image.
Yeah, I just couldn't agree with you more. It's such a great means using art to celebrate this important message. So I'm going to pass back to you, High Commissioner, and we can hear who the winners are.
So this is the really, really fun part. And I'm going to start with the first category, which is the most popular. The most popular photograph within this year's 5th annual Celebrating Diversity photo competition with the British Chamber. So can I have a drum roll, please? It's very important that we have welcome to the finalists. Here I am, I'm opening. Okay, I'm opening the envelope, and we have a winner in the most popular category. The winner is Natalie Yang. Well, Natalie, congratulations. What a great award to have scooped. I absolutely love this photo. It's kind of full of energy, full of happiness, and full of real clear visual diversity, just looking at it. Tell me a bit about what was happening at that time and why you thought it was worth submitting this one, what message you were trying to send.
Hi everyone, so my name is Natalie and I'm currently a student at National Junior College. So actually this event was National Day celebrations, And so Singapore is a racially diverse country. So National Day is a pretty important day to us, not just to celebrate like the nation's birthday, but also how our racially diverse country can have all the races coming together. So this photo actually shows like inclusivity. As you can see, there are many people of like different races, different backgrounds, but they are still enjoying themselves and like putting differences aside. So I thought this moment was really worthy to catch, and I wanted to submit this photo.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant. I love the composition. I love the joy on the faces. I think even after I leave Singapore, if I see red and white en masse, it will always make me think of Singapore and of National Day. So I think it's really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're on to the second category now, which is the third prize winner. We are going in reverse order so that we can build up the tension as well as possible. So here we go. Shall we have the drum roll, please, while I open up the envelope? So the third prize winner in the annual diversity photo competition. And the winner is Stanley Chia. Congratulations, Stanley. What a fantastic photo. Can you tell us a bit about what was happening there and what you were doing snapping it, and why you thought it particularly showed diversity and inclusion?
Actually, this is an annual event. You can see in the t-shirt there is a Singapore Relay for Life. It's organized by Singapore Cancer Society. So actually, it was a run around the track inside the Singapore Sports Hub. So you can see the minister, graceful, is holding the handphone. So actually, it was not posted for me to take this shot. So happened that I was passed by when I saw this gathering. So with my advantage of my long lens, actually I zoom in and I got this shot candid. And you can see there are so many Indians, Malay, Chinese. There are many races inside there. So they are all very cheerful.
Technically, I think it's fantastic if you got it from quite a distance.
Yeah, he got it from a distance. It's not nearby, near close.
Yeah, it's amazing. You've done a really good job. And I think as well as it being the kind of racial diversity and age diversity you can see in the participants, one of the things I absolutely love is the cause that they were all gathered for, which is about making sure that everybody works together to combat cancer and to support people who are living through cancer. So I thought that was a particularly kind of positive message as well. So well done, really great.
Thank you.
So tension is rising. We're on to the second prize now. I have the envelope here in my hand. So here we go. So announcing the second prize in the British Chamber's annual photo diversity competition. And the prize winner is Nampingo. Congratulations. Congratulations. I thought the composition in this picture was absolutely extraordinary, including, for me, as well as the composition, the string of banners, or whatever you call them, that sort of reminded it. It wouldn't be anywhere else except for Singapore. Can you tell us a bit about the photo?
Sure. Thank you very much for this award. So this actually was taken during one of the days where I supposed to take a sunrise and it failed. So I went around to search around. And I happened to see actually this gentleman there having a wheelchair across. And to me, I think it's an important moment, especially as a photographer. I think a lot of times it's about bringing awareness to this whole people who are being forgotten somehow, somewhat. So the diversity part, I think bringing awareness, I think is important. And I hope that from this photo, we bring upon that. While we are being more progressive these days, there are people who are missed out in when we do all our mobility aids and so on, that it created all these barriers for them. So hopefully this will drive upon action for us to take more while we continue to progress in the future.
Yeah, I think, well, what a great idea. I know my mother has spent some time in a wheelchair, and I don't think it's until you're actually pushing a wheelchair that you truly appreciate how the obstacles are everywhere for somebody with limited mobility, and how we have to think from the beginning to the end, how do we make sure that places can become more accessible. Could I ask, were you standing up in a housing block or up on a tall building? Where were you when you took the picture?
So I took this photo in Hong Lim Park, Hong Lim Hawker Center. So I think it's level 15 or something like that. So I use a very long zoom lens. It's like probably about 600 or something equivalent. So it's a long zoom from a high distance. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really fantastic. Well, thank you so much for thinking about it so carefully and for going to the bother of entering the competition. And congratulations.
Thank you.
So now we have got to the key moment when we're going to announce the winner of the competition. So you will be joining 5 other people who have won this competition over the years. So the first prize winner of the photo competition is, attention, build up a bit. It is Frederick Oplano. Well, Frederick, congratulations for joining such an elite list of competition winners. Tell us about this photo.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the prize. I'm very honored that this has been chosen as the first prize. So this picture is actually a picture of 2 places of worship. One is a Catholic church and the other one is a Hindu temple, which is just close to where I live. So it's quite a striking example of diversity and inclusion of different religions, having 2 places of worship just side by side each other. And every day I pass by this place, I see different groups going to 2 locations at the same time. So it's quite interesting, and it's refreshing that here in Singapore, this diversity is acknowledged and celebrated.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. We love at work the fact that we can tap into so many different important moments throughout the year for people of different religions and also for people of different races. I found that I have absorbed so many things already into my own kind of family culture, excitement about particular days in the year. And tell me about the composition. Where were you standing when you saw the composition and you thought, gosh, that would make an amazing photo?
Yeah, so I was trying to find a perfect angle for this one, and there's this tree that was just around it, and it provided a good frame to have these two structures just in the middle of the picture, and there's also another plant at the bottom. So there's greenery on the top and greenery on the bottom, and then you have the cross, and then you have this Hindu temple on the other end. So, and in between there's a white space. So just this balance of structures and greeneries to fill up the elements. So I was on the road along this.
Yeah, and visually, two of the other things that I really love about it is the echoes of blue and the sort of ornate, the complexity of the Hindu temple and the sort of simplicity of the roof of the Catholic Church. I think it makes a really, really beautiful contrast. So thank you so much for entering that. Congratulations to all of the winners. You made the judging panel's job unbelievably difficult, but I really hope you've enjoyed celebrating what you have done today and the really, really important messages that each and every one of those photographs gives across to us just in a single image. Daisy, I think I come back to you now.
You do, yeah. And thank you so much, High Commissioner. And can I pass on my congratulations to Natalie, Stanley, Nang Ping, and Frederick. Amazing. It really was such a high standard of competition. I can't reiterate that enough. I would like to do something a bit cheeky now. I would like to turn the camera on our photographers and get a quick virtual group shot just for the records. So I think there's going to be a bit of a countdown, and if we could all smile at the screens. That's it, smiling, waving, funny faces. Oh, that's it, keep it going. Any beautiful scenery you have in the background, pre-angle the camera in that direction. Lovely. Any family members you want to grab. This is beautiful. Fantastic. Really great. A few more. There we go. Different angles. Thank you so much, everyone. That will, it'll be great. We'll be able to look all back on them later. So thank you so much again to everyone that entered. I'm now just going to ask Andrew, could I pass back to you for a few closing remarks on behalf of Barclays and the Chamber's D&I committee?
Thank you, Daisy. That's a wonderful set of pictures. I really loved seeing all those images. And I really like to see so many pillars of diversity and inclusion included in the finalists. We saw gender, we saw disability, we saw race, we saw a great cross-section there. So thank you to all the entrants. On my side, a huge thank you to all the people behind the scenes who've put this event together today. Thank you to the team at BritCham. You've done an amazing job as always, and also to Asia Works. High Commissioner, thank you for all your moderating today and your judging and all your involvement through the year with diversity and inclusion. So your support is very much appreciated. Daisy, it's your last diversity and inclusion event this evening. So thank you for all the service you've put into the committee at BritCham. We really appreciate all the hard work and the contribution that you've made. So thank you to you as well. And finally, thank you to all the entrants, all the wonderful photos that we saw. It really is you that makes this event possible. So thank you to all the entrants for your submissions. Over to you, Daisy.
Thank you, Andrew. Yeah, you've listed all the thanks there. Barclays, Squire Bulk, making tonight possible. Asia Works for all the fantastic wizardry that goes on in the background here. You, Andrew, the whole committee at the Diversity and Inclusion Chamber Committee. Cara, thank you so much for your continued support. And really, most importantly, thank you to our finalists, to everyone that entered, and for you, our guests this evening. I hope you stay safe. I hope we continue to take lots of photographs, continue to discuss diversity and inclusion as much as possible. Thank you for showing such direct support to such an important mission. Thank you. Good evening. Wave bye-bye. Sorry. Bye. Bye. Sorry. That was a surprise. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.